Hello everybody, Mr. Pilgrim here, coming at you with our third video in our Platinum Trophy Guide for the last hero of Nostalgaia. In the last video, we'd gone through the depths, we'd fought in the second boss of the game, we'd started 2 NPC questlines, and we had taken note of a bunch of items that we don't have the ability to use just yet, which we will get at the kind of end of this video, or kind of halfway point of the video, depending on how long it takes to get there. Which I will then note at the end of this video, all the items we can go back for now that we have that ability. So don't worry, I'm not going to just leave you guys hanging in that regard. But the first thing I want to talk about is here at the beacon. So after defeating the second boss of the game, we can return the icon back to, and as you can see here, we have the Grinder's Withered icon, and upon doing so, we basically increase our overall healing items by 1. So we have that now going for us, 1 more extra heal, and like always from here I'm going to show you guys how to progress through the level and grab all of the important items, and if there's any NPC quests to do, we will be doing them. Alrighty, now we will head forward along the main path, and I'll show you guys everything to grab and what shortcuts we can unlock in the order we can. So first off, as we come on the left here against the railing is our first item. Then from here we can head up the stairs here, and here we will find nameless Nhero waiting for us, as you'll see.
Oh my, they do need we are it was on the bout, though ladies beware, I will stay.
Now, that specifically that shield that we had remembered earlier, the Shield of Inspiration at the Heartflow altar, we'll then give that to him.
It's what is for me? Thank you. I shall for was it.
And this will progress his quest. Now from here, we'll just follow this path forward, up and around. Over here, we have this bridge. Some access. Then if we turn around over here in the corner, we'll find the memory of an NPC zone boss. Following this around through the courtyards here, we'll find a weapon right here, the Brain Piercer. Then if we follow this around, as you'll see, we can come into this wide open area. Hold on, let me deal with this guy. Over here we have another memory of an NPC. We'll follow this area down and unlock our first shortcut. Not too much to find on the way down though, thankfully. Once you get to the second floor down, you'll have this area right here, and as you'll see, this unlocks the first shortcut door back to the beacon. But we're not quite done just yet. So following this down and around, for you, the elevator should already be down. Underneath, we'll grab the green herb code, which will basically act as another form of healing if you can use it, requiring 8 source. It acts the same as the consumables green herb, but this time it's just based on your source. Coming outside, we'll have a memory of an NPC, and then we can call this elevator down and take it up. Like so. From here, we're going to head on outside right here, and we'll start working on our next NPC questline. Heading on up here, we should have a new NPC to fight. As you'll see right here, she'll be waiting for us, thinking we're some kind of demon. She can be easily staggered with our current weapon, as you'll see. Do be careful, as she can heal. After a certain point, she will try and heal herself.
No! Your
But
lord will
once
not
defeated, she will just teleport away. You'll get 800 memory, and then we can move on. So now we'll head to the other side. Just here in this courtyard, we will find Lady So over here in this corner. You can talk to her, but you'll find the scope cutter just next to her. Not sure why she's disappeared on me, but we can then move on. Going forward from here, we can head on down. We'll be able to grab our next rune here in this open courtyard on the left. All you want to do is just come over here all the way around, up here, and here we go. The Runed Hungry Napkin. Then from here we just have a pretty straightforward path. What we want to do is come here, come off to the left, grab this item here, come inside here, and we've got two items that we can grab here on the rafters. We'll come and grab the one at the back first. Then we'll come over here and grab this one. There we go, Quack's Strut. Then from here we'll just follow the main path and actually enter that area normally. Coming on down here we'll have this item, the Chrysalis Tooth, which will actually be important later on. Following this down and around. Not too much to grab. Have our first item over here. Just a consumable. Following this down and around. And here you'll see we have our second shortcut from the beacon. As you'll see, we come here, and it's just up there. Now heading on down, can grab our first item here, and then we can come over here to grab our second rune of the area. The runed KG Candlestick. Then from here we're going to unlock a new ability with the old man here. So now, as you'll see, we have this door behind us that we can unprez. Do note that some items that you can unprez will require memory, some will not, similar to when remembering items.
I expected as much. 'Tis not only her, the past and the future, and if you're
Then from here we have our next...
The useless, ugly...
Alrighty, now we have our next little NPC fight to deal with. He can be kind of tough. But if you can basically bait him into doing his little double spear combo, you can then get a parry. It doesn't always work, of course. Like so. And then you'll get his chess piece. Then from here, if we actually head off to the right, find a parable of balance, and we'll find a shortcut all the way back. And bear with me here. Once it loads, to Orshaft Village. As you'll see right here, we have that gate that I'd pointed out before. And this is along the path that pretty much leads right to the depths from Orshaft Village. As you'll see, it only costs 50 memory, and it'll lead right back there. Then from here we can follow the main path, and basically head up, wait for another loading screen, because why not? From here we will have an elevator to take up, and this will lead us to the treasure reward, or the quest reward vault. Ta-da!
Imagine, if you can, being strung to a thing which you love, but which you cannot save. Imagination requires depth, Scribble.
Before heading down, up top you'll have a few items that we can grab, one of which is a unburdened weapon. Like always though, we're gonna move on and head down. Now heading down into the open vault, we'll first come and grab this item here, waiting for us. Crown of the Undone. Then from here we'll head inside, have the Reservoir of Pain waiting for us, who'll offer us a new ability that we're just not going to use. He'll offer the ability to unburden any and all weapons. That will be more for next playthrough. Here in the chest we'll find our next rune. In here on our right we'll have a shortcut back to the depths. This elevator will lead to that door I'd shown you, right next to where you find Nameless Nhero and Lady So. From here you'll have the Easy Maker key, which I'll go over towards the end of this video with the cleanup of everything. Here we'll have a Parable of Balance, and here we'll have a blank parchment. Then from here we're going to strike the anvil to summon our blacksmith, so now we can upgrade our weapons.
Wow, have we not caught? Well, I'll age.
So now we'll start honing our weapon. As you can see, Slivers of Tradition are the basic upgrades. Then we need a Fragment of Tradition to continue. Do note that basically level 5 is the max level, and that will allow you to fully upgrade it and will get you a trophy as well. Do note you can infuse, but basically depending on the infusion, you might get more, you might get less. As you'll see here, if I infuse it, I will basically make it stronger overall and deal more damage, which I'm going to do.
If you find another...
Then from here we're going to head out. Following this path forward, you'll find a bunch of these cells along the way, with enemies inside and outside as well. Following this path forward, grab some more items. There's a few things on the left and on the right. Basically, certain spots to remember items, and then here we'll have the Bucko Blade. Continuing forward though, we'll head on up, get a Legend of Independence, and just in this cell here, we'll grab the full Amnesiac set. Nothing in here. And then over here we'll have our next NPC who we're going to be working on.
No, you don't play a lot of this. No, I'm used to get out.
For now, he's not going to do anything, but that will be part of next episode. Don't worry, I'll go over it at the start. But continuing forward here into this area, we have this chest we can unpress. For the Crucible. Sorry about that. Then from here we'll head into the kitchen, like so. Have our next beacon that we can light. And then we will have the Irrelevant Appendage. From here we're just going to follow the
narrator
straightforward
had taken
path.
to scathing others in his duress. Sudden... Ugh, forget it. What? Don't poop a pixel.
Anyways, after going through a loading screen, probably shouldn't look up just for the sake of my eyes, and anyone who is somewhat Concerned about visuals?
The toothpick approached the banquet table. Surely there was no hope.
From here, we're just gonna come over here and grab our next rune. The runed Agile Paperweight. Then from here, we can talk to Nameless Nhero before taking on the next
Together, my
boss.
fr-
And you'll want to go forth together. Now we'll have the third boss of the game, and once ready we will enter and fight him. Now heading in. Alright, now we can take on the third boss of the game, Gnom the Consumer. He's a very agile boss. From what I found, it's best to stick to a mixture of light and heavy attacks, while also trying to maintain distance and be able to react to his combos while he's targeting Nhero, because even though he's targeting Nhero, he can still have some sweeping combos that can still hit us. So it's sometimes best, as you'll see, like that, to stay agile. As you'll see, he'll also have these moves that he can summon. At about half HP, he will summon a clone that you're going to want to deal with immediately. Once again, trying to stay topped off so we don't die. And just like that, he'll go down. Now we can talk to Nhero, and then we can be on our way, and that will get you your next trophy. Now we have a pretty straightforward path to follow, so nothing too crazy.
The narrator felt Nostalgaia's heart open a little more. Those who had long clenched it were being made to let go. Memories cascaded over the narrator.
Now just up ahead, as you'll see, we have that NPC we had fought before.
I've put down my arms. Please.
All you want to do is
Harley.
talk to her.
You might have taken this as an I beyond though I do not you will want yet, and I forgive my. I mean, you're I wish
Like
you well
most
should you find.
NPCs,
I wish you well should you.
you want to make sure you exhaust all of her dialogue before we continue. So now we have about 4 or so NPC quests that we're working on, and for the most part they're all pretty easy to manage and work on. Do note, if you do miss any on your first playthrough, you can always do a second one, because we're probably going to be needing to head into New Game Plus for more trophies regardless, so yeah.
Impossible. Suddenly, and for no reason at all, and without implying any third-party emotional investment, hope bridged the divide.
And as you'll see, miracles can happen.
Oh, what have I done?
But once across the bridge, we will be now entering a Warlock's Wilds. Now, we're not officially going to be entering Warlock's Wilds, but there is one thing I am going to mention. From here on out, you aren't going to talk to the Reservoir of Pain. I will continue to remind you of this, so don't worry. For here, we are going to light this beacon. As you'll see, we'll give it a rest, and then we'll upgrade our icon with the new icon that we got from Gnom. Like so. So now we have 5. Huzzah. Now from here, what we're actually going to do is, if we come off here over to the left, or depending on how you're looking at things, continue past the beacon, and on the right you'll have this shortcut which will lead you all the way back as you'll see. We'll be basically heading all the way back to Orshaft Village. So from here we're going to head all the way down, and once we have a loading screen, here we can find Blades, Blade the Bold's Withered icon. This is one icon you aren't going to use just yet. For now we're going to hold on to it. But like I said earlier in this video, we're going to backtrack now and head into Orshaft Village and the depths to start unpressing everything that we had before not been able to interact with. So as of now, I'm going to walk you guys through getting through everything. So yeah, as you'll see, we can now head back through to Orshaft Village, which I'm going to start from the very beginning and work all the way back through Orshaft Village and then head into the depths like normal, just so you guys know. And I will be showing you guys all of the items that you can now unprez. So I'm going to rest here at this beacon in case something goes wrong. Yay! Alright, so there's only 2 items in Orshaft Village that we can unprez. So from the very start, we're going to come off to the left and into this building right here. Like so. And you'll climb up this ladder, and here you'll find this door from before that we couldn't unprez for 500. Basically, this is just used for a remembrance, but just take a note of that for later. Then from here, we're just going to follow the main path into the courtyard. So since we have this shortcut unlocked, this will make our life a lot easier. So we'll just come past this beacon, come up here, and into this building here. Could drop down, take the stairs, whatever works. Now, the first thing that we're going to do before we head to that second unprez is, while we're here, we're going to backtrack to the shop and give the shop the Easy Maker key that we got. As you'll see, you can give him a key.
An Easy Maker crate.
So now he should sell more items for you. As you'll see, He sells the butterfly knife, the predator's putter. He also sells the heaven's rim, the trail of fumes code, and then I believe a few more things. But like I said, we're going to be coming back to him a couple more times, so don't worry. Every easy maker key you'll bring back to him. Then from here we're going to head over into the building that you would take if you're progressing through Orshaft Village normally. So we'll just follow this up and around. And as you'll see right here, we have our next door. Just a bunch of consumables in this room here, but that's not what's the best part. The next thing that we're going to be grabbing while we're here is another rune. As you'll see just over here in this area, we have the runed suspicious spoon, which health regen on crit. So now from here what we're going to do is we're going to basically backtrack and head all the way through to the depths. I'm trying to remember exactly how to get where I need to go. Ah, right. So from here, like I said, we're going to head back to the depths, so I'm just going to drop down. We'll take the shortcut that we have here, and we'll head back up. And then from here, going forward, we'll grab whatever we can in the depths and be done with that. And then from here, we'd basically take the shortcut all the way back that we took to get back here, to get back to the Warlock's Wilds, which I'll partially go over at the end of this video. So going forward, we're going to go from this beacon like we're going through the depths normally. Alrighty, so now we can head into the depths, and thankfully there's only 2 chests that we need to unprez, and they're fairly close to the start. Now, similar to when we unlock the next ability, I'll also try and backtrack and show you all of those, but for now we're just going to focus on unprezzing. So from here we're just going to follow like we're progressing normally, head inside here up to the right, and then we'll have that first chest that we found right next to this shortcut door right here. And here we have the chest. This will get us the runed sassy mousetrap, which basically if you take damage, the attackers will take damage. Then from here we're going to follow the path normally as if we're going to go and help or start the quest for Lady So and Nameless Nhero. So pretty much you'll just run forward following the trail instead of heading up to the right. And just right here down below in the water, so if we can make it, is the next chest. Runed Wise Lantern. Basically an increase to your source stat in case you're a couple short. There you go. So now we're going to head back to the last beacon. And like I said before, now we're going to just basically head all the way back to Warlock's Wilds from the shortcut path we took to get down here. It is pretty straightforward after all. As you'll see. Normally I would go back for Blade the Bold, but for now I think this is a good point to end it. Do note I will actually go over that at the start of the next video for Warlock's Wilds, so just bear with me in that, as this video is already getting just a little too long. But anyways, this has been Mr. Pilgrim. Like always, I do hope that these videos and guides are helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form. And as always, I will see you all in the next video. Obviously, once we make it back. As you can see, now we're here, and like I said, don't talk to the Reservoir of Pain and his pink little butt anymore. And that's going to do it for this video.